To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That is definitely what we call defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A first down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lamar changing the play.
From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Henry up the middle.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Jackson now.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7-7, our score after 1.
Now a handoff to Henry.
We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now it's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry,
his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson.
But looking deep here for Flowers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Now a handoff to Chandler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Burrow. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
off the option. Here's Henry.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to slither by. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change in possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ty Chandler,
62 yards.
and the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
That is caught.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Now Burrow loses the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Here we go. 11-90.
Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Chandler.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's Chandler.
Down right around the 25.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Gun.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Chandler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best.